March 1st, 1896, a day that shook the world. In the rugged highlands of Adwa, Ethiopia, history was written in blood and courage. This is the story of how one African nation defied the tide of European imperialism and emerged victorious. This is the Battle of Adwa. By the late 1800s, European powers had carved up nearly all of Africa, seizing land and imposing their rule. Italy, eager to expand its empire, set its sights on Ethiopia, the last great independent African kingdom. But Ethiopia was no ordinary land. It was a nation of proud warriors, an ancient monarchy, and a people ready to defend their sovereignty at any cost. Underestimating the resilience of the Ethiopian people, Italy launched its invasion. They believed their modern weapons and disciplined troops would bring them an easy victory. But Emperor Menelik II had other plans. Menelik II had spent years preparing for this moment. He knew that unity was Ethiopia's greatest weapon. From the mountains of Tigray to the plains of Oromia, from the valleys of Amhara to the hills of Sidama, Ethiopians of all backgrounds answered the call to war. Men, women, and even priests stood side by side ready to fight for their land. This was not just a battle of soldiers. Ethiopian women played a vital role, ensuring the army was fed, armed, and cared for. Empress Tetu herself was a mastermind, advising on military strategy and leading forces into battle. On March 1st, 1896, the armies met in the mountains of Adwa. The Italian forces, confident in their firepower, advanced, only to be met with a fierce Ethiopian resistance. The Italians were caught off guard. The difficult terrain, combined with Ethiopia's superior strategy, turned their invasion into chaos. They were outmaneuvered, overwhelmed, and outmatched. Thousands fell, and many more surrendered. By the end of the day, the once mighty Italian army was in full retreat. The Battle of Adwa was a decisive Ethiopian victory, one that sent shockwaves across the world. Italy was humiliated and forced to recognize Ethiopia's sovereignty. For the first time in modern history, an African nation had defeated a European colonial power. This victory was more than just a military success. It was a beacon of hope for oppressed people everywhere. Ethiopia had proven that Africa was not destined for subjugation. That freedom was worth fighting for. That unity could overcome even the most powerful enemies. Today, the Battle of Adwa remains a symbol of African pride, resistance, and resilience. It paved the way for future struggles against colonial rule, inspiring generations to rise up and fight for their independence. The spirit of Adwa lives on in every fight for justice, in every movement for freedom, in every voice that refuses to be silenced. Ethiopia's victory was not just for itself, it was for Africa, for the world, for history. The Battle of Adwa was not just a moment in time, it was a declaration that no empire, no army, no oppressor can ever break the will of a people determined to be free. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful moments from history. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and never stop learning.